Hello, welcome, welcome. Welcome to those who be watching on the replay. As I've just started this live stream, so it'll take a moment or two for people to join on the live stream. And so welcome. My name is Tricia Carr. If you are you might be watching on Twitter, on Facebook, or on YouTube. And on the YouTube channel, I publish live streams like this, as well as sometimes portions of my podcast, which is called Charmed Life, and also just other videos here and there. And I am an intuitive and empathic channel, which I will explain what that means. And I'm an animal communicator, spiritual teacher. That's probably one of the main things that I do, one of the main things that I am. No, one of the main things that I am. No, one of the main things that I do, how I express my I am. And so I will be offering a channeled message here. I'm already starting to sink into the trance state, but as people are joining, the message that's coming through is from collective, which I'm going to actually go ahead and post in here so that it can be seen by anyone who's joining. Divine Mother Collective. I'm going to spell mother correctly. And here we go. I'll go ahead and pin that there so that it can be seen by whoever shows up. Now, I also want to mention that I have a platform membership that is very low cost, and it is called Modern Mystic. And it's really low cost and high value. I like to say it's like having a spiritual mentor right in your pocket. There on Modern Mystic, we have, I'm having an error message. On Modern Mystic, we have once per month, we have a live workshop. We also have a live meditation. And then 2 to 4 times per week, I am posting exclusive content and sending it out to people on the SMS text messenger. It's a really wonderful, beautiful community. Hello, here's some folks joining us. So I'm going to go ahead and begin to get into the state to be able to pull through this message from Divine Mother. And I can sense it's deeply healing. I can sense that there is a bit of a prophetic message, meaning explaining to us our timelines and the state of our energy, more the state of how we're moving and how we can shift and change our frequency. So I'm going to go ahead and take a few breaths and let that come through. Hello, precious ones. We come to you as this channel has named us, has given us a nom de plume of Divine Mother Collective. We invite you to take a moment or two now to anchor into your heart. As you do, bring to your awareness, call to your mind, and sense in your heart this word mother. We ask you to bring to this moment with the divine breath of life, and with your shifting into your body, into your embodied state, that you will bring to your mind what would make a picture and a sensation in your heart of mother. All of the moments, whether it is your biological mother, or if it is a moment with a guardian or teacher, or even a beloved friend. And we also ask you to call to mind the moments that you yourself acted in this frequency of mother. And we ask you to call to your awareness also the being upon which you stand, you dwell, your Mother Gaia. And we ask you to call to your awareness all of the divine feminine entities. And yes, this has not to do with the status of this incarnation, whether your body is one that is considered male or female, or whether your body is one that has considered to be birthed a human child. All of the divine feminine and all of the divine mother frequencies exist in each and all of the entities. And so, as we come forward through this channel as the Divine Mother Collective, we are also coming through as this frequency that you house. The frequency that you house in your physical body and your soul. We call upon this at the same time as we call upon the Divine Child. And so we will speak to these frequencies of those who have ears to hear this. For we come to you with a compassionate witness to you. We begin with compassion. For we know that you have great loss and grief about Mother. We see in your hearts, now we look across the landscape of all of the entities and we see the wound inside the heart of Mother. Again, we remind you, we remind you, and we re-heart you that this has as much to do with your biological mother as it has to do with any moment of motherhood in your awareness and in your experience. Now, as we bring you first this compassion, we want you to know that we come with a healing message as well as a cautionary message. For there is an epidemic upon your race. This epidemic is of the divine child who has been abandoned, who has been harmed, who has been left without mother. And this child is acting out and projecting that pain upon the body of your mother Gaia. This is akin to another epidemic that is occurring on your race where young people will self-harm. And they create this self-harm upon their flesh as an experience to activate a true and genuine alive feeling between his or herself and mother. Now, we want to not let anyone have the experience of blame, but we do see a clear picture that will make practical sense to you as we draw it out for you. That the projecting upon your mother Gaia, the pain from the child, the wound that is being felt within the child, the abandonment, the injury, and the abuse that is occurring upon the plane of your mother Gaia. That this is much like the child who is creating harm to his or herself because of the abandonment between the child and the mother frequency. Now, this is a collective event. It is clear to your race of entities that mother, that feminine, has been put into a closet and drowned her voice out for many, many centuries. Now you are emerging in some ways and in great ways if you compare yourselves to centuries past or decades past. If you compare yourself to those timelines, there has been great strides in your healing of letting mother, of letting feminine out of the closet so that she may speak, so that she may love. But this is still in your race. And even as it is changing in behavior, it is still in the heart of your race, for the wound is there. And yes, the behavior is not entirely changed. In many ways, as mother has been legally let out of the closet and her voice is legally to be heard in some of the places and spaces of your areas upon which you dwell, it happens still that mother's voice is drowned out and kept in the closet. Perhaps it is in subtle ways. The feminine is still afraid Mother is still incapable of giving her full and complete love. And what needs to be healed here is your heart, the wound, the grief that you have for abandonment and for seeing mother abused and drowned out. This is the core issue to how you project your own pain and the abuse that you have experienced onto your mother Gaia. We speak now of what is called by your peoples climate change. Isn't that a lovely word? Isn't that so clinical? Isn't that so easy to just speak of? And there are many with the tender hearts who are enraged and activated and activistic about how to stop the damage of your earth. But we say to you, Mother Earth is well. The depths of her being is well. As with any other disease in an entity, the question is, will the immune system of the body be strong enough to overcome the disease, or will the disease overcome the body? Your mother Gaia's immune system is immensely intact and well. Yes, there are signs and symptoms which are incredibly damaging, and they are harming the epidermis of your mother, but she can heal this. What is to be brought into your view is that as the child who cuts his or herself to try and have an alive sense between themselves and mother, is that it damages the child. Children, you are damaging yourselves as you project unconsciously your wound upon your mother Gaia. We ask, we convict in you that you can take physical actions. For those who regularly a part of your practice, it is not to volunteer or to write letters or to do these things that are what some do, and this is appropriate, and what some others do is pray and hold space and have conversations. We ask you to do all of it now for your sake. We ask you to become aware of projects that you can voice yourself into. There is a project called the Willow Project that the United States leader has allowed to occur. Now we say, as projects like this occur, they will create pain and death to those of your race. And these race of entities, these humans, we will be honest with you, to be practical, that will not be entirely eradicated. This possibility on this timeline with this exact behavior and this wounding unhealed, the fact that humans and the race will need to be exterminated from this planet as the immune system overcomes the disease, this is more in the range of about 45 to 50 years. And that ain't good, our friends, our children. Some who would be here would be living in those times, and some who are here would have their children and grandchildren and their great-grandchildren. So you see, as you do not heal your mother wound in your heart, you harm your children. And so we come to you once again, circling back to the fact that this is a compassionate message. We grieve with you. We grieve for you. Let mother out of the closet entirely. For those of you who have feminine awareness within you, which we say is each and all, we ask you to sense within you that you are your own mother, that you can heal the wound of your abandonment and your pain that is in your heart with your very own mother frequency, with your divine feminine. Be your own mother, mother your divine inner child. And we ask that you do every bit of action to change the behavior, to change the trajectory. For as we say that it would take 45 to 50 years if nothing changed for the human race to be exterminated from this planet, for the disease to be eradicated by the immune system of Mother Gaia, it is a shorter time that patches and landscapes of your human race will be harmed and will be exterminated. Now, there is the understanding that the humans have created weapons of mass destruction, and that these have been neutralized by planetary brothers and sisters. That the law of non-interference was lifted because if humans were to create a mass destruction upon their planet, that it would affect other innocent cosmological neighbors. Now, this is true. But what is true also is that the damage that you do to yourselves, as you project that onto your planet, that there is no saving from the outside. There is no rescue. Only you can rescue yourselves. For this will not interfere upon anyone else's, any other cosmological neighbors, if you eradicate your own race by the damage that you do upon the epidermis of the body of your mother Gaia. This will harm only you. And so we implore you to turn compassion into your heart, to feel the grief of mother being shut into the closet over and over, to her voice being drowned, and to her love being rejected. And we encourage you to allow yourself to be loved and nurtured by mother. Allow yourself within you to be nurtured by mother. We also ask that you feel your motherhood and love it upon others. This will heal your heart. Actively and intentionally, many days of your lives, love another as you would love your child. This act, this penance, if you will, a loving and beautiful penance, what a wonderful penance it would be to love others as they are your very own child. Now, we want to be clear that your mother Gaia loves you so deeply, and she is championing you, that she believes in you, and she wants you to be well. She wants you to be cradled in her bosom, and for as you project out onto her, that it would be health and well-being and nurturing, and that you would no longer self-harm, you would no longer poison yourself. This is the prayer that vibrates from your mother Gaia's body, her heartbeat beating in the resonant state. You are believed in, and we now end this with hope because we sense that there is the capacity for those to receive this healing and compassion, for to sit in the feelings that are within you, to let them process feelings of abandonment, feelings of victimhood. In order for these to be healed, they must be witnessed in within oneself, so sit with them until they move. And then it may take more than one sitting for these to move. And in between the sittings of the healing of the wound of the mother frequency, then you can take action by loving another as though they are your own child, by being your own mother and being mother to others. And so we wrap this section up, this transmission, as we close it, we say, we have great compassion and healing for you. And to recapitulate, we ask you to sit with your feelings and your awareness of abandonment. We ask you to sit with your feelings of victimhood. We ask you to sit with your feelings until they move about how mother has been shut in the closet, how the divine feminine has been abused and oppressed for centuries, and how this is still occurring. And then we also ask you to take action. Take action to heal the self-harming, which is a self-harm that's projected upon your mother Gaia with the environmental concerns, the beautiful little bow that's called climate change. We ask you to pray. We ask you to have conversations. And we also ask you to do the many other things that humans understand how to do. To speak out, to donate money, to volunteer, and to speak to your leaders. Be noisy. Be noisy. Get mother out of the closet. She is your mother, and you deserve to be loved by her. Okay, I'm coming back. All right, everyone. How you guys doing? Anyone there want to have a chat? I'm gonna have to review that. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off then as I collect myself. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or response to what has come through today. And I will see you again very soon. Check the show notes for anything that is occurring. This Sunday is a advanced channeling workshop. And so thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you sometime soon. Thanks for tuning in. I love you, whoever you are.